Alright, so the concept of this melody is actually very simple. First of all, I'm in the key of D minor, okay? Let's go through that pentatonic shape. That's 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10, 13, okay? Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jumping through the different shapes of the pentatonic, and I'm also going to be adding some notes from the hexatonic scale. Okay, so the melody actually doesn't start in the first position, it actually starts in the fifth position. The fifth position of the pentatonic scale, of the D minor pentatonic scale, starts on the 8th fret. Let's just go through that. That's 8, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. And the melody starts on the last two strings, the B string and the E string. It goes like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do with the rest of the stuff is I'm going to jump through all the different shapes. I'm going to go from the fifth shape to the fourth shape, a little bit of the third, and then into the first. So it goes like this. So all that was just in the fifth shape. Then I'm going to go to the fourth. Now this little slide right here brings me into the third shape of the D minor pentatonic. Okay, then I repeat the melody again, or the intro part. And then I jump into the first position of the pentatonic scale, which again starts on the 10th fret. But I'm also going to introduce this 12th fret note right here, which is actually the 9th, or you can think of it as the second in the scale. And I'm just borrowing that note from the hexatonic scale. If you want to learn more about the hexatonic scale, you can check out my hexatonic scale masterclass at jtcguitar.com. And from there, I'm just kind of improvising around that shape. So I start in the fifth position of the pentatonic, go into the fourth, go into the third, back into the fifth, and then I have this little thing on the first position. So I'll play the whole thing. Fifth position, now into the fourth, third, back into the fifth, first position, but I'm going to add that 12th fret. I don't remember the exact thing I'll play, but something around that. And then I repeat the whole thing. And then I don't remember the ending, what I played, but I think I'm basically going through from the third shape to the fourth to the fifth, and I think the whole thing finishes either on the first or on the second shape, an octave higher. Now just playing the notes as they are isn't going to make it sound like what I'm playing. If I just did that, it would sound like this. Sounds fine, but it's not quite there. And that has to do with phrasing. To get that specific sound, all has to do with the phrasing and how I'm articulating those notes. And you can do that in many ways. I can go, which is what I'm playing in the song, or you can go, or you can bend it. Oops. There's so many different ways you can play that. But what I'm doing is I was looking for these like snappy, quick little notes. And the way I achieve that is hammer-ons to almost every single note and quick cutoffs or quick mutes with my right hand to completely mute the sound. So what I'm doing here, instead of, I'm going to hammer on to all those notes. And also add these little tiny like half bends. Okay, very bluesy. But in between that, I'm going to chop off the notes whenever I can. Okay, I'll do that slowly. Chop, 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 chop. And then in between all those notes as well, okay? And that's how you achieve those like snappy, quick little notes. Now this is a phrasing trick I use all the time in my playing. If you go back and listen to anything else I've uploaded, you're going to hear this all the time. It's one of my favorite techniques because it sounds very cool. Okay, and it's very simple. All I'm doing is I'm hammering down, and then with the side of my hand, just chopping the guitar. Chopping that sound in half. Not letting it sustain, not letting it ring out. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown of this little melody I came up with this morning. And if you want more of these, if you found it helpful, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to add more of these throughout the week. See you guys next time.